Welcome to Psychic Holistic Spotlight. I'm Nadine, I'll be your host today, and we are with Rachel, who has multiple intuitive gifts that she is going to talk about and share with us today. Hi, Rachel.
Hi, Nadine. Thank you for having me.
Why don't you explain to us how this all came to be? Tell us about you.
So I'll probably go back to my childhood briefly. Probably when I was like as young as 4 or 5.
Wow.
I was able to see spirits, hear them. Pretty sure my parents were freaked out when it started happening. And then as I got a little bit older, it kind of died off a little bit. I think I kind of had blocked it out, being obviously young and a little bit freaked out by it. And then as I headed into teenage years and into my 20s, it came back like gradually, randomly kind of over those years. The house that we lived in had a lot of activity in it. So I'm pretty sure that's where some of it came from. So I started to obviously develop a curiosity and an interest in that. But aside from that, I also am an empath, which I actually didn't figure out and put 2 and 2 together until recently, as in like in the last 3 to 5 years. Yep. And I'm 36. So
that's cool.
So figuring that out, I literally just pieced everything together upon like looking into it, because I had always been able to feel someone else's emotions, their whole vibe, energy. Like they didn't need to speak to me. They didn't even really need to be in the same room as me. But my entire life, I would get those like intense, overwhelming feelings.
I was just going to say that, very overwhelming.
And so it would cause me like so much anxiety, especially throughout high school, when I went to college, because I had no idea like why I was like that or how to control it. So I kind of was just like in it with blinders on, like not even understanding it, obviously realizing that like something was different. So with that, I started looking into it and, piecing everything together bit by bit. And then, like I said, I always had an interest in just the paranormal, psychic abilities and things of that nature. Witchcraft always called to me since I was very young, which I feel like, just to kind of step aside on that, it's like so sad that like some people think of it as being evil.
Well.
But I feel like lately a lot more people are coming around to it and realizing that it's not. But for a while I was like, scared to say that I was practicing that.
You probably weren't hearing the good aspect of it. You were hearing all the negative of it and wondering why it's happening to you.
And I'm like thinking to myself, well, I'm just trying to work with nature and herbs and candle work and things like that. And I'm like, why is this? Why would anybody be offended by this? But so yeah, as I got into like my late 20s, early 30s, I really just started to open up with it and slowly began to do some like shadow work with myself and figure out me.
Who you are.
Where I had spent so much of my life like figuring out other people and like catering to their emotions and being there for them, but like in the process totally losing myself. So I really realized that in the recent, like I would say like 5 to 7 years. So that's what got me into what my passion actually always has been, which I've always loved art. I've always loved creating things. My mom always wanted me to just continue being an artist, and I kind of suppressed that when I went to college. I started out in fashion design and then quickly like ditched it to the side and ended up going for business because I was kind of like, I wasn't being like my authentic self, and I was doing what I thought like life would expect of me. But clearly, like I said, totally burying myself in the process. So yeah, it's a relief to be able to like actually understand myself now and understand that I clearly have these abilities for a reason, which, by the way, I believe everybody does.
Yes.
And they just don't know it. A lot of things are completely suppressed in people, so just wanted to throw that part out there.
In this part of history, we're not geared towards that, not yet.
Right.
Everything's left brain.
Yep.
So that's what we hear, that's what we read, and that's what we expect. But like you said, everyone can connect.
Exactly.
But we're not ready yet, so all of us aren't. And
right.
I want to say what you went through sounds like you had a really cool process, because it takes a lot longer for a lot of people to figure out who they are.
Right.
So good for you.
Thank you. Yeah, I had a little bit of help. I was doing sessions with this really amazing girl that I was kind of referred to from like a friend of a friend, that kind of thing. And she is all the way in Canada, but we were doing Zoom sessions every week, and she really taught me how to like figure out what your true self is.
That's really nice.
So I started delving into that and meditation and just trying to get myself to slow down. In the process of that, I started kind of like really just spending time with myself. Not caring about having friends or caring what anybody thought of me. I just was really like, you know what, this is about me right now. I am no longer gonna have this like mask on that society thinks I should have, and I feel like so much freer.
It's a spiritual take on life that you have.
It's like a spiritual awakening.
It is, and once you get there, the rest seems mundane, right?
You can't unsee it, you can't turn back, and
that's great.
It's like a profound transformation.
It's very cool, very cool.
Yeah. So I would definitely say I'm still obviously learning a lot, but over the last couple of years specifically, I definitely was like, I can't even really describe it. It's almost like I was just getting these like downloads of information in my head, like bit by bit, like, and just realizing that like there's so much more to reality than what meets the eye and what everyone sees with like their busy life of like the same thing every day. Like 9 to 5, go home, have dinner, go to sleep.
Well, and it's safe, right?
Exactly. Yeah, so it's been amazing. It's been a little scary sometimes, but
worth it.
But yeah, absolutely. Like I would never go back, and I would never change it. So that will bring me to, I guess, like the more present. I started making just a lot of like kind of like fun stuff, but also getting into a lot to do with herbs. I started learning about them, teaching myself, and making healing salves, oils, things like that. So that's what I have. Was
your intention to help yourself with these products, or were you thinking of helping others at the time?
So I actually was trying to help my boyfriend.
Oh, there you go.
He has like a lot of pain. He does construction. So he was in a lot of pain for a while, and I started experimenting with, I went from making different like herbal mixtures for tea, and then I switched over to making healing salves with all different, it's like a balm. Yeah,
Nice.
so like I would either, find the herbs myself or...
Did you gather things like?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yep, so I did. I started, going into different areas like trails and just going into the woods and even my own backyard and just learning how to identify certain plants and especially in like the spring and summertime. And I would just collect massive amounts of them and then infuse them for 4 to 6 weeks, usually in like olive oil, I had coconut oil, sesame oil, all different ones.
So these are your inspirations.
Right, yeah.
That's really cool.
Yep, so I would do some research on, good combinations for things like, aching muscles, sore joints, inflammation, and then even just like moisturizing your skin and using it for simpler things like breakouts or eczema or really anything. I just learned that any mixture that you make, if you put the right things together, it's amazing what it can do.
Do you have instructions how to use it, whether it should be hot or cold or?
It doesn't really matter. You can keep them in the fridge if you want to. I prefer them to just kind of like be room temperature, but you can definitely put them in the fridge and have them be cooler. But yeah, it's pretty amazing what they can do.
So what happened with your boyfriend?
It literally worked overnight for him.
That's so cool.
So he went from being in like excruciating pain in his hands, his back, and he was like, oh my God, this
That's
worked
awesome.
like the second I woke up from putting it on the night before. And then I had given it to my aunt, my mom, my boyfriend's mom, and I was getting like nothing but overwhelmingly positive feedback. Like,
so cool.
Oh my God, this like solved all my problems. Can I have more? So.
And you use the same recipe?
No, they're actually like all different.
No, I mean that you came up with in the first place.
Oh, yeah.
You repeated the recipe.
With the herbs, you mean?
Right.
Sometimes, but I've actually used different mixes of them in a lot of them. So, I mean, I can give an example. So, like, this one has pine, wintergreen, vanilla bean, lavender, rosemary, clove,
Wow.
sage, cocoa butter, frankincense.
And these are all
And then it's
fresh. You found them. Mm-hmm. Do you grow them as well?
Well, I mean, not all of them, like
No.
the cloves and the vanilla bean, obviously I purchased, but everything else, yeah, I would either grow it or find it outside.
That's so cool.
I do order some of them, and of course in the winter it's harder, so.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, you can smell that one if you want to. It smells pretty
They
good.
smell really good.
Yeah.
Really, and not what you expect. I don't know if anybody can see it. And you have that tiny little spoon that you use.
Oh yeah, yeah.
cute.
I was gonna say if you wanted to try it, you can.
I will try it.
Yeah, and then these are these are more not really for like topical use.
That's pretty.
But these are infused oils
Really pretty.
that you can use for
I don't
spell
know if our
work.
camera can see that, but it's gorgeous.
Yeah, they're kind of small, but so yeah, I put like lemon peel, orange peel,
And you
rose.
sell these? You sell these?
I do, yeah. I have them for
that's
sale. Yeah, all different ingredients in them. This one has rosemary, rose, lemon peel, thyme. But those are for like anointing candles. You can put a little bit like on your wrist, just kind of for good vibes. protection, positivity. So yeah, aside from the herbs, I also do a lot of different art. I only brought these with me today, but I do all sorts of things. I'm really good at drawing, but I just took a liking to making these little potion bottles. They're really fun to make, and they're really pretty.
Oh wow, what's in there?
So,
it's a jingle bell on top.
Yeah, so I usually,
pretty sparkles.
I use,
What a nice label too.
Thank you.
This is so nice. Good for you.
Yeah, they're cute.
Wow, a little magic wand.
Yeah.
And what is this for? What does it do?
It's really just for decoration.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, just simple.
It's the purpose, yeah.
Yep, just for cute little decor. I usually make a lot bigger ones. I'll like upcycle like maple syrup bottles, any glass bottle. Like if someone has like old liquor bottles, I'll take them and use those. I don't drink personally, but they make good ones.
This one's so cute with a little blue on top. Yeah.
Yeah. So these are tarot card ones.
Oh, wow.
Like tarot themed. So this one is the world.
Good Christmas presents.
Yeah. Yep. So when you shake them.
Is that a specific card?
It's
what did you pick?
The world.
Oh, the world. Yes.
Yeah, so I'll usually put mica powder, distilled water. I'll put like a little bit of oil, sometimes actually like baby oil to preserve it, and then a little bit of rubbing alcohol. They're obviously never meant to be opened.
No. Nice work, though. I'll move this over a little bit.
And then, yeah,
Pretty.
I mean, they will last, nothing will grow in them or anything like that. And this is the High Priestess.
Oh yeah, there she is, High Priestess. Show the camera.
I don't know if you can see the sparkles.
Yeah, I love it. Good job.
So yeah, that was like my main thing at first. I was kind of just making them for fun, and I brought them to a couple vending events that I did, and they were a big hit. So I was like, I'm just gonna keep making them. And yeah, I did the little mini ones and then bigger ones. But I'm trying to expand more and kind of do just all sorts of different things. Like I do spell jars with herbs in them and crystals, and just really anything that comes to my mind.
I think people are looking for something that's different, and something that's encouraging, especially the way things are these days. It's good to have something you can sort of focus your energy into and feel good and feel happy with.
Yeah. Yep. And I definitely put a lot of love and positive intention into it. So
that's what makes it so good for you. So what are your art projects? You said you have art projects as well. You mean drawing, painting?
Yeah, so there's I have such like a broad mix of things that I'll do. Like, let me think of an example. For Yule, like recently I started doing little ornaments with like the dried oranges and the cinnamon sticks, and then hanging a crystal from them. A lot of it too, like I just do because I like to.
Right.
When I have the time, I'm still kind of like building my website and my business idea and everything else. I've never been like big on social media, so I'm trying to like
another world.
Come around to that and like use it to put myself out there and advertise, but it's a work in progress.
And you use your intuition with people to do readings, or?
Yeah, so for a while I was doing tarot card readings, and
the tarot cards are here.
Yeah. Yep. So I taught myself how to use those a couple of years ago, and I definitely was intimidated by it because I'm like, I think I got like a complicated first deck and I didn't realize it, but it ended up being a good thing because I learned quickly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I kind of put that down for the time being, just because I feel like I have to be in a certain state of mind to be able to properly do it. And I don't like to really put that out there unless I am confident in what I'm doing.
So do you do it for yourself at all?
Yeah, I still will do my own readings like daily. I made it a habit of like pulling 1 card or 3 cards every day, and that's actually how I learned. So,
do you relate to any one card out of the deck?
I would say Temperance.
Oh, wow.
That was the first one that I ever pulled. And at that time in my life, it was spot on, like right down to the little detail.
So how do you see
everything.
this? How do you see Temperance? How do you see the meaning of that card?
I would just say I see it as like being at peace with yourself and just in a positive place, depending if it's upright or downright.
Oh, okay.
Up.
I always said that with tarot cards, that the card has so much energy in it the way it is, that if you turn it upside down, it can't possibly go opposite because it has all that.
Yep.
So I say it's either a delay or we're ignoring it. We don't see that it's there.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, it's usually trying to tell you something.
Right.
And it's not always negative just because
it is
you pull
what
it
it
upside
is.
down.
You can't,
so I know a lot of people like will think of it that way, so that's why I phrased it that way. But
right, sure.
It's definitely, you know.
But that's your card. That's a very cool card to have. So where do you think you're going next, or do you not know? Do you just do it intuitively and go towards whatever suits you, or?
I am really hoping to start like networking more, and definitely doing more vendor events. I feel like you can meet a lot of good people at those places. At the moment, I'm living in Rhode Island. I'm not from Rhode Island, so I don't really like know the area that well, but that's kind of my goal, is to start like meeting more people and building this up more. I do have my items for sale at a store in Warwick.
Oh, okay.
It's I don't think we can mention that.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm not going to. Just
no, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
but
I'm sure it'll be more than one store.
Yeah.
These are really nice products. I know a few that I know the owners of a few. I could always recommend your products there.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really just kind of going with the flow.
And you have that business knowledge from school.
Yeah.
See, it did come in handy.
So, right.
It'll help you
some
out.
things happen for a reason.
Right.
But yeah, I really just kind of go with whatever I feel like. At the moment where I have like more time, I'm spending a lot of time on this again, whereas I kind of got pulled away from it for a couple months just because of other work and things like that. But I'm really hoping I can kind of have it like really take off by next year.
Seems like you're being pointed in that direction, whether you like it or not.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know? Well, you did all that work, the meditational work and all that, and you brought yourself to a place where you're saying that you knew yourself, right? You're starting to really feel who you are. But there must be a little bit of chafing, because the world has its ideas of who you are and what you should be doing.
Right.
And now you know the truth. It's not always that easy to just say, okay, today I'm going to wake up and I'm going to be who I want to be.
Exactly.
So you're in that transition, right?
Right. Yeah. It's definitely tough sometimes.
Yeah.
When, you know, you have this calling that you want so badly, but at the same time, you can't just like step away from responsibilities and the rest of life.
Not.
So it's, like I said, it's a work in progress, but I'm really hoping that I can just make it my full-time thing.
I think it's already there. It's already begun. right?
Definitely
You planted a
step in the right direction.
Like when you're a little kid and you plant that bean into the ground and you're waiting and waiting. No, it's never going to happen.
Exactly.
But the seed's there. And here you go, you know, these are awesome products. I mean, everybody's got aches and pains, at least everybody over 50.
True,
You've got some kind of ache or pain. And, you know,
I know.
I can't wait to talk to you after the show.
That, right?
It's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, and being true to yourself is a big deal.
Yeah. Yep, that was definitely huge for me. Like realizing, like, oh my God, why have I had like panic attacks since I was younger? Probably because I am forcing myself to be someone that I don't want to be. And yeah, that was like a huge turning point for me. And it was like an epiphany. It just like clicked one day, and I'm like, oh my God, like this is why.
Right, the pressure.
All the dots like connect together at the same time.
That's really good.
So yeah, I just have been following my intuition that I unfortunately ignored for a huge part of my life when it was correct the entire time. And that's what I continue to keep doing. Yeah,
I've heard that story.
Yeah.
I've written that story. Yeah, I know how that works.
Yeah.
Yes, so that's a good thing. So you're really on your way. I'm glad to see that. And I hope that you'll write. I hope you'll journal some of this, because there are so many people out there that are wondering the same thing you were wondering when you were by yourself having these things happen.
Yeah.
You know, to read that somebody else went through this and got to the other side.
True, yeah. I definitely do with some of it. I started out doing it a lot, and I still do try to do it just to keep track of it, because it's like every day it's something different. But yeah, I at least have a decent amount of it
Well, I'm sure people out there are anxious for that to happen so they can follow you.
Yeah, yep. I would like to eventually be able to like guide others and get back into doing readings.
Oh, that would be great.
And working with the psychic side of things. Just personally, when I'm like working on myself, I felt like I needed to put that to the side because it was kind of overwhelming me a little bit, and I felt like it really wasn't fair for me to be like utilizing that with others if I felt like I couldn't do it to my full potential, even though maybe I could, and that's just my own insecurity.
Well,
but
I've learned that editing and focusing are really important skills, and that if you're overwhelmed, the best thing to do is to just pick one thing and go after it and do that, and not worry about the rest that will follow.
True.
You know, and that way you have all your energy to put in one place and breathe.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're absolutely right.
Yeah. So you're doing that. It's great.
And then, I mean, a lot of it is like gets in your head too.
Yeah.
So,
well,
yeah. I mean,
that's why we're here. We're here for all the conflict and all the confusion, and to find our way through it. And it always feels good when you take that next step, like you described your life, and you've gotten to a place that you never thought you'd be at 10 years ago.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So imagine the next 10 years.
True, yeah.
That'd be awesome.
That's a great way to look at it.
Yeah. So I think this is great. I think, you know, I'd like to buy those salves.
Yeah, I mean, I have tons of them.
Yeah.
I only brought a couple with me, but I've made probably like 20 of them in the last like couple of weeks.
All different variations?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
And would you tell me which one I would need, or does it say on it?
So I'm still like experimenting a little bit, but if it's like for something, you know, direct, like muscle aches and pains and things like that, I have 3 specific ones.
You have that covered.
I use for that, yeah.
That's
and
really
then
good.
Everything else, I'm kind of like letting people try them and then give me feedback, obviously, because, you know, using it just on myself is not really enough to figure out anything like that. So before I actually